This is my Lego Seinfeld logo mosaic. It's my third mosaic I've ever done, and it is the third with a Seinfeld theme to it. Before I did George Costanza, and I also did a Jerry Seinfeld, which I took apart because I wasn't too happy with it, and I also needed the pieces. My other two measured 32 by 32 studs. This one is significantly larger. It measures 40 wide and 40 length, I guess, and 80 width, which makes it about 1 foot by 2 foot, or 2 feet, excuse me. This took me an entire day to build, mostly because in the process of building it, I quickly ran out of white bricks, and I had to start compromising, because if you look closely, you can see I have 4 by 10s, and that's not a brick, to my knowledge. So actually what I did was, let me show what I did. I actually compromised and used plates. So I would just put white plates on top of any colored plates to make it give the illusion that it's a brick. As you can tell right here, this is on top of plates, which is on top of a base plate. And that's simply for the reason of, this looks very awkward on the camera. This thing is pretty large. So I had to put a bunch of base plates together, so you can see. Here's a 32 by 32 on top of a 32 by 32 on top of a 16 by 32. And then I lined the side with 8 by 16, excuse me, just to give the extra width, because as you can tell, there's very little white space, and there's actually about 7 white space in total, 6, excuse me. So I just had to add those extra base plates to get the room, because when it comes to text mosaics, you really need it to be large for it to be legible. Because up close you can definitely tell it's Seinfeld, but from far away, I'm gonna get up on my bed here, I think that looks really good. Up close the orange looks a little awkward, but from far away it definitely does blend in and make the right angles less apparent, because it's a mixture of the yellow and the red. What stinks is a lot of places where you'll see illogical assuming 1 by 1 yellows and 1 by 1 reds, like right there. That's actually because I ran out of 1 by 1 oranges where I wanted to blend it. And I just ran out of 1 by 1 oranges. Like, the reason this took me a day to build was 90% of that time I was looking for bricks. I did not come prepared for this. The only bricks I had readily available were these black ones and some white and yellow and the red. But I quickly ran out of black 1 by 3, so I just had to start scavenging for those. But I'm very happy with the way this came out. It looks really good in my opinion. I think I might put it up on my wall if I'm able to, because I already have the Kramer up there above my bed, on the head of my bed, so I just look up when I'm asleep and get a good view of Kramer. So I'm thinking I might do something like where I take this little painting down and put the George Costanza and then like the Seinfeld logo I could put on this wall that's next to my bed. But I think that looks really good. I'm definitely not going to be taking this apart, or at least for a good amount of time. I'm just too happy with it. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back with more.